The goal of esoteric astrology is to master all 12 signs of the zodiac, regardless of how you live your life or what you believe, with the goal of becoming a more complete and integrated individual. And in esoteric astrology, it all starts with Pisces, which is not the last sign of the zodiac, it is the 0th sign of the zodiac, which means that it comes before the first sign, which is Aries. Some people are going to find it ridiculous that I've designated Pisces as the 0th sign of the zodiac, but Pisces and the number 0 both correspond to the nothingness or the infinite void from which everything arises. And keep in mind, infinite void does not mean that nothing happens, it means that anything can happen. In Norse myth, the magically charged void of Ginnungagap is what everything arises out of. The Tao Te Ching, verse 1, says, "Yet mystery and reality emerge from the same source. This source is called darkness." The Tao Te Ching also says in verse 42, "The Tao gave birth to one. The one gave birth to two. Two gave birth to three. The three gave birth to all of creation." Also, I'd like to add that in Taoism, the symbol of yin yang is likened to two fish swimming around each other, and the symbol of Pisces is the two fish. And in Kabbalah, Ein or Ein Sof is the nothingness or infinite nothingness from which the Ein Sofar, the infinite light, emanates from. And why does Pisces correspond to this energy? It's because Pisces, as the symbol of the fish, is the energy of the depths of the ocean, where the ocean is so deep that no light penetrates. And while the depths of the ocean can be scary, not much happens there, but there is the potential for something to happen. So when we discuss mastering Pisces energy, we're asking how we get in touch with this energy of the infinite void. But as these concepts of the void allude to, the void does not mean that nothing happens, it more so implies infinite potential. Anything can arise from this void, and who wouldn't want to tap into that energy? And the Tao Te Ching says, the more it is used, the more it produces. So let's talk about Piscean magic with a little bit of scientific data to back this up. In my experience, meditation is a form of Piscean magic because meditation is the art of getting your mind to do nothing, the art of experiencing nothingness with the goal of allowing something to come into that nothingness. And there is a large body of scientific evidence that shows that meditation can help reduce stress, anxiety, incidents of depression. It can strengthen your overall cognitive ability and self-discipline as well. I've read somewhere that that's because meditation increases blood flow within the brain, and that can help your brain generate more gray matter, which helps you better process information. Meditation can also help you get better sleep. Speaking of which, Pisces is the realm of sleep. This is where your mind goes when you fall asleep at night in order to rest and reflect. After disconnecting from your body, your mind descends into the depths of the cosmic ocean. One of the negative aspects of Pisces energy is that sometimes you have nightmares or sleep paralysis when you sleep, because of course the infinite void is capable of creating scary experiences just as it can create calming experiences. However, I believe that through regular meditation and spiritual practice, your incidence of nightmares and sleep paralysis should go down over time. Overall, the realm of sleep is a peaceful place because for the most part, there's nothing there. Piscean energy also has to do with mystery, the mystery of how something can arise from nothing. Even for those seasoned in the spiritual arts, this mystery never ends. And contemplating this mystery, whether in a meditative state or in a normal conscious state, can help us master this energy. But there are a couple of failure paths or paths that demonstrate a lack of mastery over this energy, and that is spiritual dogma and spiritual escapism. Because Piscean energy is so abstract and it corresponds to the void that everything arises from, it's commonly seen as the most spiritual of the 12 energies. However, If you're using spirituality to try to control people or to try to influence people or to manipulate people or to escape from your life rather than improving your life, you've missed the mark. Piscean energy in its highest form is about indulging in the mystery of the universe and letting go of the need to control anything. But, of course, at the same time, we have to balance this pursuit of mystery with practicality, which corresponds to the opposite of Pisces, which is Virgo energy. But more on that in another video. On your quest to master all 12 energies of the zodiac, you're going to need a little bit of additional context first in order to see how Piscean energy connects to the other energies of the zodiac. The energies of the zodiac that harmonize with Pisces are first the water signs, Cancer and Scorpio. Cancer is the energy of nurturing, of giving life. This, of course, connects with the Piscean energy of infinite potential because Cancer energy wants to nurture that potential and help something manifest out of it. Scorpio is death energy, the energy of the underworld. The underworld and the realm of sleep are similar concepts. Perhaps there's some overlap between them, and both serve as resting places. Why is rest so important? Because only through rest is evolution possible. And Scorpio and Pisces both connect to evolution in different ways. Scorpio is an evolutionary energy because only through death, metaphorically speaking, of course, only through death can something continue to evolve. And Pisces is evolutionary because the infinite void is always generating something new. Keeping in line with the theme of evolution, Capricorn also harmonizes with Pisces. Capricorn also harmonizes with Scorpio, so maybe you can see where I'm going with this. Capricorn wants to build. Capricorn is ambition. Capricorn is the drive to create something higher than oneself. As a result, Capricorn is one of the more disciplined signs of the zodiac. Capricorn likes the infinite potential of Pisces, and Pisces likes the self-discipline of Capricorn, because you won't master Piscean energy without a little self-discipline. The other earth sign that harmonizes with Pisces is Taurus. Taurus is all about stability and consistent action. Pisces likes consistent action and stability because there's a certain sense of inner peace and calm that comes from that. And Taurus appreciates the spiritual energy of Pisces, which complements its very down-to-earth outlook. The only fire sign that harmonizes with Pisces is Leo. This topic could easily be a video in and of itself, but for now I will say that Pisces is infinite potential and Leo is the energy of the sun, because the sun rules Leo and only Leo. Pisces and Leo love each other because the sun shines brightest in the darkness, and the darkness appreciates illumination. The light and the dark are not opposites necessarily, but more on that in another video. And the only air sign that harmonizes with Pisces is Libra. Libra is all about balance, karma, justice, and social harmony. Pisces is perhaps indifferent to karma and justice, but it really likes balance and social harmony. Although you could say that Pisces likes karma and justice in the sense that Pisces is very spiritual, and of course, karma and justice have a very spiritual aspect to them. But anyway, Pisces wants calm and for people to get along. And Libra, concerned with karma and justice, appreciates the spirituality of Pisces. I wish that there was more to say on this, but that's all I had written. I think what I want to drive home with this video is just the mystery of how something arises out of nothing. Because, like I said, Pisces is the 0th sign, and then the first sign is Aries. And Aries is kind of like the Big Bang. It's kind of like the activation of self-awareness that arises out of this infinite void. Maybe self-awareness is the wrong term, but Aries is the burst of light that comes out of the infinite void. Although a lot of people would say that Pisces is the most nebulous and complex of all 12 energies, I wanted to start the series here in order to clue you into what's going on in the bigger picture. The bigger picture is that something arises out of nothing. There is something instead of nothing. And that is the most enduring mystery of all. That is the mystery that drives everything else. And many spiritual paths, not just esoteric astrology, many spiritual paths will tell you that meditation or prayer, if that's what you prefer to call it, meditation is the bedrock of all spiritual practice. And in a lot of spiritual systems, meditation is the main thing that you do. I'm going to say that meditation is not all there is to it, but it is very important. If you can't master meditation, then you're going to be missing out on a very key aspect of experience that kind of drives or fills in or gives you a certain appreciation of the rest of the process. But I think that's all I have to say on this for now. I could easily go on for hours about just this topic alone and talking about the different interactions between Pisces and the other signs, but I think I'm going to end it there. Drop any comments or questions you have in the comment section below, and I will see you all in the next one.